Gentlemen, I need you to look at the snacks you reach for every day. I need you to think about the ritual, the mindless handful, the scoop on the cracker, the food you believe is a healthy staple in your life. I am here to tell you that one specific item sitting in your pantry is your secret saboteur. It is silently, insidiously working against your most vital masculine power source, your prostate. This is not a conversation about the natural ebb and flow of age. This is about betrayal. I am talking about the loss of dignity, the chronic exhaustion that drains your vitality, and the humiliation of waking up 3, 4, 5 times every single night, dragging yourself to the bathroom while the rest of the world sleeps. It's the weak, sputtering urine flow that makes you feel incomplete and, frankly, defeated. You've been told it's a heart-healthy choice. You've been told it's safe. I am telling you that for your prostate, it is a ticking time bomb. My name is Dr. Jennifer Gunter. For over 2 decades, I have dedicated my practice exclusively to the health challenges of men in their 50s and beyond. In my clinic, I do not see inevitable aging. I see a pattern of men being quietly damaged, not by junk food, but by the so-called healthy choices that backfire spectacularly in the mature male body. Today, we end the confusion. I will expose the 4 common nuts and seeds that actively inflame, enlarge, and destroy your prostate tissue. Then, I will give you the 4 powerful healers, the undisputed allies that calm inflammation, restore your urinary flow, and reclaim your long-term health. For each one, you will get the science behind the harm and a clear, immediate action plan. If you are over 50 and are demanding the straight talk, the truth about reclaiming your masculine independence, stop scrolling. Subscribe now. Hit that notification bell. If this video empowers you, I need you to type yes in the comments. Your feedback is our fuel for this fight. Let us begin with the enemy. The 4 prostate destroyers you need to recognize and eliminate. Destroyer 1. The peanut. The wolf in sheep's clothing, the first name on this list is a shocking one because it's so common its damage is mistaken for the consequence of simply getting older. We are starting with the ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing. The peanut. It's in your butter, your snacks, your party mixes. It seems like a harmless, protein-packed staple. But for the aging prostate, the peanut is a triple threat. Threat number 1. The invisible poison aflatoxin. This is a silent killer. Aflatoxin is a toxic byproduct of molds that can grow on peanuts, particularly in cheaper products or bulk bins. When you consume it, it places a massive, crippling stress on your liver, the master detox center that clears hormones like estrogen. When the liver is fighting this toxin, its detox function slows down. Your delicate hormonal balance shifts. Estrogen, which should be processed and expelled, lingers. This creates an environment of chronic irritation for the prostate, making the tissue more vulnerable to both enlargement and, tragically, abnormal cell growth. It is a slow, silent poison that sets the stage for prostate disease. Threat number 2. The firestarter omega-6 overload. This is the most insidious threat. Peanuts are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. While essential in small amounts, the typical diet already provides a catastrophic overload. The optimal ratio to anti-inflammatory omega-3s is 1.1. The peanut is a dense contributor to the disastrous 21 ratio most men consume. This imbalance drives a relentless, systemic low-grade inflammation. This chronic fire is the single central engine for prostate growth and the worsening of severe urinary symptoms. The agonizing, frequent nighttime bathroom trips and the weak, hesitant flow. A daily peanut habit is not helping your heart. It is quietly fanning the flames of your internal inflammation. Threat number 3. The manufactured hazard trans fats and sodium. We make the problem worse with processing. Salted peanuts are a sodium bomb, which is clinically linked to more severe urinary symptoms because sodium irritates the urinary tract and worsens blood pressure. And commercial peanut butters often contain partially hydrogenated oils, a source of artificial trans fats that send an immediate, catastrophic spike through your systemic inflammation, attacking blood vessels and prostate tissue directly. The clinical reality. I treated a 62-year-old patient, exhausted from waking 4 times a night. His blood tests showed mildly elevated liver enzymes, a clinical flag for toxic stress. He was surprised when I asked about his 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter every evening. We swapped it for almond butter and added omega-3s. In 6 weeks, his liver enzymes normalized and he was sleeping through the night. His pantry staple was his primary source of destruction. Your action plan for peanuts. Limit them to rare occasions. If you insist, choose organic Valencia peanuts, less aflatoxin risk, and skip all products with added sugars or hydrogenated oils. If you eat them, immediately balance them with omega-3 rich foods like salmon or flaxseed. Destroyer. 2. Sunflower seeds, the inflammatory. Graze next is the snack often seen in healthy trail mixes. Sunflower seeds. You sprinkle them on salads or snack mindlessly, believing you're helping your heart. But these same seeds are quietly irritating your prostate and accelerating your urinary nightmare. The core problem remains the same, but more acute: their staggering load of omega-6 fatty acids, specifically linoleic acid. When your omega-6 is astronomically higher than your omega-3, your body's entire system tilts toward chronic inflammation. This inflammation fuels prostate growth, exacerbates hormonal changes, and creates an environment where abnormal cells can flourish. The consequences are immediate: weak urine flow, crushing urgency, and debilitating nocturia. And once again, the processed version is a disaster. Salted and roasted sunflower seeds are a double-edged sword. The added sodium raises blood pressure and acts as a direct irritant to the urinary tract. High sodium intake is proven to correlate with more severe lower urinary tract symptoms. The clinical reality. I had a 58-year-old mechanic who constantly snacked on salted sunflower seeds at work. He came to me complaining of a weak, frustratingly interrupted urine stream. We simply swapped his snack for unsalted, dry roasted pumpkin seeds. In less than 3 weeks, his flow was stronger and more consistent. The silent inflammatory strain was instantly relieved. Your action plan for sunflower seeds. If you need crunch, find a cleaner source. Switch to unsalted, dry roasted pumpkin seeds or a small, disciplined handful of almonds. Keep portions modest and make a daily effort to use omega-3s to counter the hidden inflammatory load. You've seen 2 sources of silent inflammation that live in plain sight. Now, prepare for the third destroyer, one that has been aggressively marketed as a modern miracle food, but which, for prostate health, is a catastrophic failure. Destroyer. 3. Coconut, the saturated saboteur. I'm talking about coconut, specifically the oil, the shredded meat, and the creamy snacks that have dominated the health trend. We have been sold a tropical lie. For your prostate, the science tells a very different, very dangerous story. The undeniable, critical problem with coconut is its overwhelming saturated fat content. This is not a debatable point. Large-scale studies, including the massive Physicians' Health Study, have consistently linked a high intake of saturated fat with an increased risk of both BPH, enlargement, and, alarmingly, aggressive prostate cancer. The mechanism of destruction is twofold. The inflammatory switch. These dense saturated fats actively flip a key genetic switch in your body called the NF-kappa B pathway. Think of this pathway as the master volume knob for inflammation. When it's turned on by saturated fat, it keeps systemic inflammation running at full, destructive blast. The DHT accelerant, that constant inflammation, dramatically increases the activity of the enzyme 5-alpha reductase. This is the villain that converts your primary male hormone, testosterone, into the aggressive, prostate-stimulating cousin, dihydrotestosterone, DHT. Higher DHT levels mean more aggressive cell growth, leading to a larger prostate and worsening symptoms like chronic urinary frequency and incomplete emptying. The caloric catastrophe. Coconut's high fat density makes it incredibly calorie dense. It's easy to consume huge amounts without realizing it, which inevitably leads to weight gain, particularly the dangerous central belly fat. This visceral fat acts as a factory, pumping out inflammatory hormones that accelerate prostate enlargement and worsen every urinary symptom. The clinical reality. I treated a 65-year-old man whose PSA test was steadily creeping upward. His ritual was a spoonful of coconut oil in his coffee every morning. We made a direct, strategic swap. Extra virgin olive oil for cooking a monounsaturated fat powerhouse and clean almond-based snacks. In 4 weeks, his PSA stabilized and his urinary hesitation improved dramatically. We calmed the inflammatory fire and his prostate responded immediately. Your action plan for coconut. Treat it as a rare, occasional indulgence, not a health staple. For everyday cooking, choose oils rich in monounsaturated fats, MUFAs, your true allies for hormone balance and anti-inflammation, like extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. Destroyer 4. Cashews. The covert calorie bomb. The final destroyer is the creamy, palatable darling of the party platter, the cashew. Because they are so delicious and easily available in large quantities, their moderate risks are magnified by the sheer volume we consume. Men mindlessly graze on cashews in the evening, unaware that those handfuls are quietly contributing to prostate irritation and weight gain. Cashews are problematic because they contain palmitic acid and moderate levels of saturated fats that can switch on the same inflammatory pathways that encourage prostate tissue to grow. But the most immediate threat is their calorie density. A few handfuls add up quickly, fueling weight gain around the waistline. This central body fat is an inflammatory engine strongly linked to worsening BPH and more severe urinary symptoms. The clinical reality. A patient came to me frustrated. His urinary symptoms would not improve, despite eating large salads daily. The hidden culprit? His rich, creamy, cashew-based dressing? We swapped it for a light lemon and tahini option. With no other changes, he lost 8 LEBs in 6 weeks and reported a significant decrease in his urgency and frequency. The hidden caloric and inflammatory load of the cashews was quietly holding him hostage. Your action plan for cashews. Treat them as an occasional snack. Keep servings small and limit them to 2 or 3 times a week. Choose dry-roasted, unsalted varieties only. That list is the necessary truth. Now, let's pivot from defense to offense. This is where the real hope lies. We turn now to the 4. Prostate healers, the foods that actively fight inflammation, suppress growth, and restore your freedom. The 4 prostate healers. Healer 1. Pumpkin seeds, nature's finest pharmacy. If I could prescribe one food for the aging male, it would be pumpkin seeds. They are, simply, nature's finest offering for the prostate. They are packed with powerful compounds called phytosterols, especially beta-sitosterol. This compound performs the most critical function. It gently, naturally slows down the 5-alpha reductase enzyme that converts testosterone into the prostate-enlarging DHT. By lowering this growth signal, pumpkin seeds help translate into a smaller prostate and easier urine flow. They are also a powerhouse of key nutrients, zinc. The prostate stores more zinc than almost any other organ. Steady zinc intake is vital for keeping its structure and secretions healthy. Magnesium and vitamin E. These act as anti-inflammatory shields, protecting the delicate tissue and supporting the smooth muscle that controls urine flow. Your action plan for pumpkin seeds. A small amount is profoundly effective. 1 to 2 tablespoons of unsalted, dry-roasted, or raw seeds a day is plenty. Store them in the refrigerator to protect their oils. Evening is a smart time to enjoy them, perhaps with a scoop of Greek yogurt, to stabilize blood sugar and help reduce one of the major triggers for nighttime bathroom trips. Healer 2. Almonds. The vascular vanguard. Almonds are the foundational ally. Primarily because they are the vascular vanguard, they protect the blood vessels that supply your pelvic floor. They are low in saturated fat and a powerhouse of monounsaturated Fats, MUFAs, the same clean healing fats in olive oil. MUFAs calm inflammation, support healthy blood pressure, and improve cholesterol. Better heart and blood vessel health always translates into better urinary comfort, because the same vessels that supply the heart supply the pelvic organs. Almonds also deliver magnesium, essential for bladder control nerves, and vitamin E, reducing oxidative stress. Together, these nutrients reduce pressure on the prostate, improve vascular tone, and support overall pelvic health. Your action plan for almonds: 20 to 23 almonds, about 1 ounce, daily is the ideal portion. Choose raw or dry roasted, unsalted varieties. Pairing them with berries or apple slices helps keep blood sugar stable, which in turn reduces inflammation and supports hormonal balance. A patient of mine, a diabetic, made almonds his morning ritual and reported a marked improvement in his urinary hesitancy. He no longer had to wait for the flow to start. We've established our offensive line with pumpkin seeds and almonds. Now we must recruit the last two, highly effective and often misunderstood allies. These foods deal directly with the complex issues of hormonal balance and systemic inflammation. Healer 3. Whole soy foods. The hormone balancer. We must confront the biggest myth in men's health. You've been told to fear soy. You've been told it will lower your testosterone or cause feminizing effects. That is baseless, alarmist nonsense. For prostate health, the science is absolutely clear. Whole soy foods are a powerful prostate ally. The secret lies in the compound, isoflavones, like genistein. These are phytoestrogens, plant compounds that do not mimic the aggressive estrogen you fear. Instead, they preferentially bind to a specific estrogen receptor beta, ER-beta, in the prostate. This binding is a chemical marvel. It initiates an anti-proliferative effect. It tells the prostate cells to slow down, to stop multiplying, and can even promote the natural death, apoptosis, of abnormal cells. It's a fundamental protective signal. The testosterone truth. Studies consistently show that moderate whole food intake of soy maintains testosterone and estrogen in a healthy, mature balance without any feminizing effects. In populations with high soy intake, we see lower prostate cancer rates and significantly fewer severe urinary symptoms. Soy also provides lean protein and fiber, which improve metabolic health, and better metabolic health always means fewer urinary issues. Your action plan for soy: you only need 2 to 4 servings a week for a protective effect. Choose minimally. Processed options: steamed edamame, firm tofu in stir-fries, or unsweetened soy yogurt. Crucially, skip the sugary or fried soy protein isolates. The clinical reality. I worked with a patient who had a strong family history of prostate cancer. Incorporating steamed edamame into his diet 3 times a week was his protective strategy. His follow-up PSA levels did not just stabilize, they showed a favorable, protective downward trend, giving him immense peace of mind. Healer 4. Flax seeds, the lignin powerhouse. The final piece of your arsenal is the smallest, yet most potent warrior. Flax seeds, the undisputed lignin powerhouse. Flax seeds are the single richest dietary source of lignans, another class of phytoestrogens. These lignans perform 2 indispensable tasks. Hormone processing. Lignans help your body process hormones far more efficiently, ensuring that excess, irritating hormones are quickly cleared from your system. DHT suppression. Lignans gently, naturally reduce the activity of the 5-alpha reductase enzyme. This is a direct counterattack that slows prostate growth and creates a calmer, healthier environment inside the gland. Flax seeds are also packed with fiber and ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, a clean, plant-based form of omega-3. This unique combination creates a massive anti-inflammatory effect that reduces the irritation and discomfort worsening your urinary problems. Your action plan for flax. Consistency is your secret weapon. A small daily amount, 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flax seed is the required dose. You must grind them, otherwise they pass through whole, undigested, and store the ground flax in the fridge or freezer to protect the volatile oils. Mix them into oatmeal, yogurt, or a smoothie every single morning. I do not want you to feel overwhelmed. The best way to start is by building a steady, non-negotiable rhythm with the healing choices. Daily dose. Rotate 1 or 2 healing seeds in nuts daily. A handful of almonds at midday, a spoonful of pumpkin seeds in the evening, and ground flax every morning. Storage is life. Keep pumpkin seeds and ground flax in the fridge. A bitter or stale flavor means the oils have gone rancid. Toss them immediately. You are looking for a mild, nutty flavor. You must consult your clinician before making major changes if you are in these categories. Blood thinners. Flax or soy can potentially interact with medicines like warfarin. Check with your doctor first. Liver problems. If you have known liver issues, steer clear of peanuts due to the aflatoxin risk. Stick to the cleaner, high-quality sources. The timeline. When to expect your resurrection. Your body needs time to reverse years of inflammatory damage. But when you are consistent, you will notice changes in 3 predictable phases. Weeks 1-2, the foundation phase. Digestion feels smoother, energy stabilizes, and those high sodium salt cravings fade. Weeks 3-6, the sleep phase. This is where life changes. Many men notice fewer nighttime bathroom trips, a stronger urine flow, and better mornings. Weeks 8-12, the total health phase. Waistlines often start to shrink. Cholesterol improves, and urinary symptoms ease reliably, restoring your confidence and independence. The final push. Enhance this healing with a strict evening routine. Cut back on all fluids 2 to 3 hours before bed. Limit alcohol and caffeine to earlier in the day. Simple pairings like pumpkin seeds and yogurt work well before sleep without bladder irritation. Every small choice you make in that pantry sends a powerful, vital message to your body. Choosing healing foods is not just self-care. It is the act of protecting your independence, your strength, and the quality of your life. I have given you the truth and the tools. Now, you must act. Share this video. Send this crucial information to your brother, your friend, or your son. Talking openly about prostate health is how we empower all men. If this information felt valuable, if you feel empowered right now, I need you to confirm it. Type yes in the comments below. Finally, do this one simple thing, right now, today. Walk to your pantry. Identify one destroyer to limit the peanut, the coconut oil, the cashew. On your next grocery trip, pick up one of the healing alternatives, ground flax or pumpkin seeds. This single action is the start of your reclamation. Your well-being is worth that choice. Reclaim your sleep. Reclaim your confidence. Reclaim your life.